Hello and welcome. My name is Dimitrov. I'm product manager for engine and industrial oils at Cario OOD. And I'm truly delighted and very excited actually to welcome you to the very first exclusive episode of the Ravenol BG channel. Today we have a very special guest from Germany, our partner from Ravenol, and it's a true pleasure for me and an honor to welcome them together with you. So guys, Martin, Colin, would you please introduce yourself for our audience?
For sure, Dimitar. First of all, we're happy to be invited to be part of this YouTube format. Very interesting. My name is Koljan Detsmeyer, and I'm leading the export sales department at Ravenol since 2011, meanwhile, shortly before 15 years. I studied sales and marketing, and I'm 42 years old, turning 43 in a couple of days.
Perfect. Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being with you today. I'm Martin Huning, motorsport director of Ravenol. I started in the company at 2002 as a sales manager for German sales activities, and since 2004 I'm responsible for all motorsport activities for Ravenol, starting with touring cars, then Formula racing, GT racing. Well, and I do this up to today, and I have more about 160 partnerships, motorsport partnerships all over the world. Racing series, racing teams, racing drivers, racetracks, a lot to do all the time.
Perfect. You have rich experience. Yeah. So guys, could you tell us more about Ravenol? I mean, its origin, founding, and development of the brands over the years.
For sure. Maybe I can do this part, Martin. You all might know the name Ravenol, but did you know the company behind it? It's a Ravensberger Schmierstoffvertrieb GmbH. That sounds very German, right? The company actually dates all the way back to 1946, and that's just after the end of World War II. Back then, we were known as a Ravensberger oil and fat company. The Ravenol brand itself was registered in 1945, and it takes its name from our home region, the Ravensberger area here in Germany. So over the decades, we have grown steadily, our product range kept expanding, and we have added state-of-the-art production facilities and warehouses along the way. So what started as a local brand became an international player. And in fact, we kicked off our export business, I guess, in 1993. And around the year 2000, we took a big step into international motorsport. And that's really where things took off. Motorsport became a key driver of innovation for us, and today Ravenol is very proud to be an official partner to top-tier names like AMG Motorsport, BMW Customer Racing, BMW Motorbike, as well as the SBK team, Audi Motorsport, and many more. So they rely on our premium quality and innovative products, both on and off the track. And to ensure that the high quality across everything we do, we achieved the certification to DIN ISO 9001 in 2004 and the so-called IATF 16949 in 2011, which is one of the most demanding certifications in the automotive industry. And it actually qualifies us to deliver directly to the production lines, what is so-called OEM first fill. And of course, our in-house laboratories are both accredited to DIN ISO 17025. But one of the biggest milestones came in 2013 when we opened a brand new blending facility at the shores of the Baltic Sea. It's one of the most modern facilities of its kind in Europe, and a huge step forward in continuing our growth. So every drip of Ravenol product sold worldwide comes from this one blending facility.
Yeah, perfect. And I think it's extremely important because this one, again, demonstrates the brand's commitment to quality. Yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
Perfect. So guys, in this mind, what sets Ravenol products apart from others on the market?
Good question, Martin. May I take this question? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As mentioned earlier, Ravenol's innovation is deeply connected to our close partnership in motorsport with racing teams, series, and even OEM motorsport divisions. A great example of that are our high-end USVO products. So USVO stands for ultra strong viscosity oil. So these oils were developed especially for the extreme demands of racing, and especially endurance racing, like the legendary 24 Hours of Nürburgring, where Ravenol was and is an official partner for the coming years. Now think about what engine oil has to handle in a 24-hour race. It's up to 5,000 kilometers non-stop. That means brutal heat, high rounds per minute, extreme shear forces, which is in simple terms the mechanical stress that tries to break down the oil's viscosity. You need to know that most modern engine oils on the market today are made using so-called hydrocrack base oils, also known as API Group 3. These are technically refined mineral oils, and while they are often sold as synthetic or fully synthetic, they aren't truly synthetic in the strictest sense. So to achieve the right viscosity, especially under high temperatures, these base oils are thickened using what's called VIs, or viscosity index improvers. These are basically polymers that expand when it's hot and they shrink when it's cold. And this helps the oil to stay thick enough when the engine is running under hot conditions and thin enough during cold starts. But here's the catch. Those polymers don't hold up well under stress. In high performance engines, they get torn apart over the time, like being shredded by fast moving pistons and bearings. And when that happens, the oil, the lubricant itself, loses viscosity. So you might start with a 5W40 oil when you pour it in as a fresh oil, but after a few thousand kilometers of hard use, it behaves more like a 5W20. So it loses viscosity over the time. And that exactly is the problem we solved with our Ravenol RHV 20W60, our first oil developed completely without viscosity index improvers, and the first product we launched under the USVO brand. And that means it's practically shear-free, no polymers that can break down under stress. So whenever it is technically possible, Ravenol USVO products are made without the use of viscosity index improvers. And where it's technically not possible because the SIE gap is too wide, 5W50 for example, Ravenol USVO uses small amounts of star-shaped viscosity index improvers, which show way better shear stability compared to standard polymers, which are widely used in the lubrication industry. But the benefits of USVO oils don't stop there. We use only the highest quality base oils, PO and esters, so-called Group 4 and Group 5 base oils, which are true synthetic components. These offer better oxidation stability, which means the oil ages more slowly and keeps protecting the engine for longer. Another key point of the USVO product is a cold start performance, because you need to know the most engine wear happens right after you start the engine, when the oil hasn't fully circulated yet. Our USVO oils fall quickly, even at very low temperatures. You can see this very easily in the technical specs, like the pour point. The pour point is the lowest temperature at which it still flows, and the CCS, the so-called cold cranking simulator value. The lower these specs or the lower these numbers are, the better the oil performs in cold conditions and the more easier it is pumpable under cold conditions. So in short, with Ravenol USVO, you're getting oil that resists breakdown under heat and stress, lasts longer, protects better, even from the very first second you start the engine. But Ravenol USVO oils aren't just made for sporty drivers and race cars. They're also a great choice for everyday vehicles that deal with tough conditions. Take my wife cars, for example. She only drives short distance, maybe let's say 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers a year as a maximum, what's really not much. That means a lot of cold starts, stop and go traffic. The oil mostly never gets really on temperature. And honestly, I sometimes forget the oil change or delay it a bit. So I need an engine oil that can handle that kind of stress, something with enough reserve, enough performance reserve to keep protecting the engine, even if it stays in there a little longer than planned. And that's exactly where USVO shines. It gives you the peace of mind knowing your engine is protected no matter if you're pushing hard on the autobahn or just running around the town. So let's talk a bit what makes Ravenol USVO oils technically so special and why that matters for both high performance and everyday engines. So first off, they have an excellent high temperature viscosity, also known as HTHS. It's high temperature, high shear. That basically means the oil keeps its thickness under extreme heat and high stress, so the protective oil film doesn't break down even when the engine is working very hard. Then there is the outstanding cold start performance. We're talking about CCS, a cold cranking simulator, which is measured at -20 to -35 degrees Celsius, depending on the SAE class. That tells you how well the oil flows when the engine is cold. And with USVO, lubrication starts right away, even in freezing temperatures, which is super important because most of the engine wear happen during the cold start because the oil needs to reach all points in the engine that need to be lubricated. And another big plus is a very high oxidation stability. In simple terms, the oil resists aging and thickening caused by heat and oxygen exposure. That means fewer deposits, less sludge, and longer lasting performance. So your engine stays cleaner and better protected over the time. And we also see very low evaporation loss. You can see this in the so-called NOAC value. So some engine oils tend to burn off under high heat, which reduces oil levels and can release more gases into the environment. With USVO, that's not a problem. Only small portions evaporates, which means fewer top-ups, less environmental impact, less cost, and less topping up. You don't need to top up anymore. Imagine what it costs if you have to top up here in Germany. So 1 liter at a gas station costs here 30 to 40 euros. And last but not least, USVO oils have an excellent low pour point. That's the lowest temperature at which an oil still flows, and that ensures full lubrication even during those freezing winter mornings, which we have here in Europe. And all this results in increased engine protection, increased engine performance, optimum engine cleanliness, and increased oil change intervals. But here we have to say, please stick to the OEM recommendations if your car is still in warranty. Even so, USVO oils have enough capacity to do more reserves. We have to say, stick to the OEM recommendation. And last but not least, we can generate a CO2 reduction, which is becoming more important.
Perfect. That sounds perfect. So we can confidently say that the high quality of the synthetic base oils combined with the modern technology is the guarantee of the brand success. Yeah,
exactly. It's a mixture of a high quality base oils, selected additive packages, and
just the one part.
That we try to get rid of the viscosity index improvers wherever we can. And if we have to use it because the SAE gap is too big, we use the highest quality star-shaped viscosity index improvers that are available on the market, so we can use less of it. And they have they are way more stable against shear forces. Yeah.
We already know that the Ravenol invests heavily in innovative production methods. So what are the benefits actually for the end customers? Yeah,
that's right. At Ravenol, we have invested heavily over the years in building modern cutting-edge production facilities. Why? That's simple, because it allows us to expand our so-called vertical integration. In other words, we can control more of the processes ourselves, from raw material into the final product. So our state-of-the-art bottling lines help us to avoid production issues and keep costs low, which in the end, of course, also benefits the consumer. Equally important is our high-tech lab equipment, and we got that on both of our production sites. So every single batch of raw materials and every finished product is tested before it goes out or into the production process. And that's how we ensure the consistent top quality performance in every can of Ravenol oil, which is super important for the consumer. So what does this mean for you, the end user? It means you can count on premium quality every time, because every step of the production process follows the highest standards. And thanks to our efficient modern setup, we can offer that high quality without making it unnecessarily expensive.
Perfect, thank you. And the Ravenol products seems are closely linked to motorsport, and many fluids originally designed for racing cars have gradually been incorporated into Ravenol's mainstream products line. What future projects can we expect? Martin?
Well, that's right. Motorsport is an important element for us in further developing our products together with our partners. The demands placed on automotive products are very high. We are currently working on the development of individual products for GT racing. As is well known, these are vehicles that are very close to serious production, to serious cars. And we are also working on equipping complete Formula series like Formula 4.
Perfect, thank you. In this partnership with various automotive manufacturers, what new developments can we be looking for?
Cooperation with manufacturers' motorsport departments continues to focus on performance and competitiveness. An increasingly important factor is the transition to climate neutral mobility. E-fuels are already being used in motorsport, such as in the DTM. Together with our partners engineers, we are adapting our lubricants accordingly and at the same time developing sustainable racing lubricants. The products in our Biosyntholoop Racing Eco Series are already being used in various types of vehicles. Ravenol REC 0W40 has been successfully tested and technically approved for the new BMW M2 Racing, for example. This car is the entry-level model for our partner BMW Motorsport for the racetrack.
Perfect. So that means all BMW owners can be already excited about it. Yeah.
Yes, the customer teams can use or they have to use our special oil because we tested it together with BMW and it's approved for the car, yes.
Perfect, thank you. And which upcoming events actually should Ravenol's fans here in Bulgaria can be excited about it?
I think I guess what you're talking about. So together with our partner, we prepared an exclusive event for Bulgaria's top achievers. It's a selected group of top sellers who invited to join us during the DTM finals at the Hockenheim Ring in October 25. And Ravenol has a very strong presence, especially in the DTM, which is Europe's top GT series. And your customers can look forward to a very exciting event. Martin, maybe you can tell us a bit more about Ravenol's commitment in the DTM.
Perfect.
Yes,
thank you.
I'm already looking forward to the DTM final in Hockenheim. I hope the weather will be good when you come to visit us on the racetrack.
Yeah.
We'll all be
there.
Well, we are both. We are the official lubricant partner of DTM. And on the other hand, we are supplier to various teams such as Windward Racing, Abt, Landgraf Motorsport, Haupt Racing Team, Dörr, Land Motorsport, and Pol Motorsport. All of them receive high-performance products tailored to the individual requirements. And we also maintain numerous contracts with the supplying series and their teams.
Perfect.
Can we say how many cars in the DTM series are running on Ravenol oil? It's nearly 50% or something, right? Or even more.
In the starting grid of DTM.
Exactly.
So it's more than 50%.
More than 50%.
I think 6 of 10 teams are our partner. With brands like Mercedes AMG, Ford Mustang, McLaren, for example, or Lamborghini. So
I'm pretty sure,
it's a very important place to be for us at DTM. And
absolutely, thank you very much. So next question actually is is very common and very interesting. Can Bulgarian consumers be confident that by choosing Ravenol, they receive the same authentic quality as in other international markets?
Yes, of course, but not only Bulgarian customers, but all customers worldwide. So Ravenol has two production facilities in Germany, one in Westphalia in the so-called Ravensberger area, where I'm sitting right now, Martin's sitting, and where we bottle and where we produce our chemical products, such as cleaning agent and our additives, and our lubricant blending and bottling facility at the Baltic Sea. So all Ravenol products are coming from these two facilities. So the customer in Norway can expect to have exactly the same product quality as our partner in South Africa, and that of course counts for the Bulgarian customer as well. So they can be rest assured that Ravenol offers the same product quality worldwide because it comes from the same sources and it's made from the same base materials.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. And of course, it's very important to ask you, how would you evaluate your partnership with Cario, the official representative of Ravenol in Bulgaria?
Yeah, I think you know how we stand to Cario. We are more than happy and honestly proud to have Cario as our exclusive partner in Bulgaria. From the management to the workshop floor, there's a real technical know-how in the team, and that's just important. You can feel the passion they all bring to the table. So for us at Ravenol, it's crucial to work with partners who are not just reliable, but also technical, well-trained, and with Cario we found that exactly that. And if I remember correct, we almost shared 10 years of success together, and we are really looking forward to continuing the strong, trustworthy partnership with our Bulgarian friends.
Well, thank you so much for the warm words, the trust, and the chance actually to share with our viewers some truly important insight about the Ravenol brand, along with our shared passion and inspiration. As we like to say at Cario, we move forward together. And guys, it's a real honor to share this journey and inspiration with you. I'm really looking forward to meeting again soon and bringing even more exciting stories about our favorite brand, Ravenol.
We are always here for you, and we are also looking forward to the next round.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.